The new normal is not going to be what it is now. It's going to be better.
President Biden, elected promising to shut down the virus.
The first step I will take will be to get control of the virus.
Now faces an unprecedented surge.
The largest influx of patients that we've ever taken care of.
Nearly 1 in 4 hospitals report a critical staffing shortage. At the Luminous Health Doctors Community Medical Center in Maryland, COVID cases are up 925% since Thanksgiving. 70% of the patients are unvaccinated.
It's very tough. A lot of times you just have to take a break, you cry, and you come back. And you do it all over again.
As Omicron spreads, it's already crippling schools, including in Chicago, where schools were canceled this week over an ongoing conflict with the teachers union.
I want my students to learn, I want my children to learn, but I also want us to stay safe.
We will not pay you to abandon your post and your children at a time when they and their families need us most.
Nationwide, flights have been canceled.
How are you feeling?
Angry because I was supposed to be home yesterday.
Mass transit disrupted. In Los Angeles, so many ambulance crews are out sick. Some COVID patients have been brought to the hospital by fire truck.
And we're in the middle of a tsunami, and in that tsunami, there's a lot of things that are going to get wet that wouldn't in a normal wave.
President Biden is promising 500 million free at-home rapid test kits, but he has promised to fix testing for a year.
We're also expanding testing. We continue to work on making at-home testing available. We're committing $2 billion to purchase nearly 300 million rapid tests. Believe me, it's frustrating to me, but we're making improvements.
And though Mr. Biden promised to restore confidence in the CDC after the Trump White House manipulated public health guidance for political ends, the CDC is under fire for messaging confusion.
I'm very concerned about the CDC towing the line of whether or not we're basing our guidelines on science.
On masking,
once you are fully vaccinated, 2 weeks after your last dose, you can shed your mask.
The window for boosters,
For up to 6, 8, we don't, perhaps longer.
6 months, 5 months.
and most recently, a change to recommendations that people infected with the virus isolate for 5 days instead of 10 without a testing requirement.
That antigen test was actually not authorized for this purpose, and its information would not be useful.
People are getting concerned about why not test people at that time. I myself feel that that's a reasonable thing to do.
Now, half a dozen former members of President Biden's COVID-19 Transition Advisory Board are calling for a new approach.
It does feel like a bit of a choose-your-own-adventure.
And they argue the country needs a national strategy for a new normal, and for COVID testing, surveillance, vaccines, and therapeutics.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.